What's going on, everybody? Erod212 here, and it's that time for 4K sub giveaway. But before we start that 4K sub giveaway, I just want to introduce a special guest, a guy I consider a friend. We talk at all the cons all the time. That's how we kind of got to know each other. And he is the man behind what we know as the comic book show for the community, by the community, and that's my man Greg from MTG Comics. What's up, Greg?
Hey man, what's going on? Thank you so much for having me.
No. This is a pleasure on my part. I appreciate you jumping on my show. Everybody in this chat kind of knows who you are, and they've heard myself and the defects talk about this show all the time. But to have you on and give us a little bit of those workings, man, that's amazing, man.
You guys are the show, not me. I just reach out to you guys and make sure you're there and everything's set up. But
but dude, you know what kind of a show you put on? That's a lot of work. I mean, you really got to be swamped down with this stuff.
Yeah, that's also, when I started, I hit up Mike and I was like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this show, but I need, Mike and I had been friends for at least 2 years at that point, and I was like, I need some of your expertise because he sets up at the shows in Clifton that you go to, and you've been buying from him forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I didn't really know what I was doing, but I felt like I had a good idea of how to I had been in the IG community and Facebook and stuff like that I feel like I had enough contacts to be like, hey, let's put something together. You know what I mean? For this community and get some people in there that maybe aren't known as well, at these live shows and stuff like that. And then the first show was great.
The last one was such a success. I mean, you saw the amount. It happened the same weekend as Big Apple Con.
Yeah,
and that wasn't even planned. We didn't even.
You were the one. You were the one that told me. You were like, I was at Wayne, and I went over. And I was talking to you because it was like right after they first started having shows again because of COVID. And you looked at the date, and you were like, "Oh, it's the same day as Big Apple." And I was like, you said it so casually too, and I was like. Well, I thought you were kidding maybe, but then I was like, oh, I think you're right. And then it was a little bit of a panic mode, but we were like, what?
When you presented it to me though, the premises to me, it resonated. I thought that was a great idea because it hadn't been done before. The guys from the community, that was the first show I ever set up at.
I remember.
I don't set up at shows. Very, very few. I did that show and I did a yard sale with Street Side Anthony. That's all I've done. Yeah. So this will be only the second big show that I set up again. Yeah. But I had so much fun. The day went by. There were people there till the end. You don't see that at a show. You go to a lot of shows. You don't see people there till 4:00. Still trying to buy books.
Exactly. Still trying to buy books and also still just hanging out. We had people just hanging out. I know the 2 rooms was a little bit, cumbersome to some of the vendors and people going in and out. But that middle section served as almost, that's where the defects and Jay was talking to, interviewing people. It served as almost like,
right?
3 men was there. I was there. Some of my family was there.
I got to meet your family.
Like a little meetup hangout. And then it was like, all right, I'm going to hit this room. I'm going to hit that room. So it kind of just worked organically. But this show, it's that we're having, it's a bigger room and, there still is a lobby area, but
so it's basically one big room with a lobby area.
Yeah, so it's a second floor, and then there's a lobby area, and then there's like 2 different entrances. You could go into the left side, which kind of wraps around like a omega sign, like a U, upside down U, and so you could go in through the left or straight right when you go in. So. Okay. And it flows really well. I'm just trying to think of it off the top of my head. And, I mean, you could really just go all around. You could keep going in a circle basically like
now
that.
It's big. It's bigger. It's a bigger venue than the last time, right?
Yeah. It's double the size with the 2 rooms together. Not including the lobby, as I was saying to you before. So just the floor space is 8,000 square feet. So
that's fantastic.
It's a lot of comics.
That's really good. You know what? Something I'm looking forward to again. Like I said, I had more fun just talking to the random people just walking up and saying hello. Than anything else. I thought that was the best part of the show. It was cool. Interacting with the community, man. You can't beat that. At least in my opinion.
No, I had met a few people there for the first time, and like X, he set up there. That was the first time I
Yeah.
talked to him on the phone. It was the first time I've ever met him in person.
Right.
Anthony Vigilantes and Villains was there.
Right.
I had met Jay once before, but that was really, I really got to catch up with him there, and just a bunch of
Anthony
other
was set
people.
up there too, right?
Yeah, it was the first time I met him as well. Yeah, a bunch of people. So Mike the Beast, who's going to be setting up this time, but he was there, So yeah, it was awesome.
I got so many people in chat. I'm not even going to try and do what Jay and these guys do and go down it. I just want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting. I appreciate that. And you know what? Let's do a giveaway and give something back to the community. I want to thank this community because so many people donated great books for me to give away back to the community. I mean, that's just a huge sign of support. So before I do the giveaway, I just want to give a shout out to my man Dean, Never Stop Collecting, because he gave me this beautiful Noctera #1. All right, and this is the black and white. That shattered image of Spider-Man right there. And check that out. A copy of Eternals #1. So we're going to do this as one group right here, all right? Let's go in here. I just set this up. I'm going to add this to the stream here, and I'm just going to focus on if I can do that there. All right. And basically, hit me up on IG on the Erod212. Send me your shipping information, and then we'll take it from there. I'll ship up to Canada. If it's anywhere outside of Canada or the U.S., then we'll come to some type of an agreement on, what we're going to do, all right? Let me filter the duplicates out of here. Get the YouTube comments.
I don't know what you're doing. What is this? Is this like a
randomizer?
Oh, but it's in a YouTube?
No, it's a separate website, and you just put the YouTube URL, and it'll randomize it like this.
Oh, wow.
All right. So Gerard Kun 40 is the winner of those 3 books. So Gerard, hit me up.
Oh, Gerard, he's setting up at the show.
Yeah, that's he's with
he's X's partner. Right? They're partners with X.
Yeah. Gerard's a good dude. I see him at all the shows. Well, Gerard, hit me up. I'll ship these to you, or if you want me to drop them off at whatchamacallit, we'll do it that way, and that'll work. Just take that out, put us back there. So that's our first prize. But you know what? And I'll do
Speaking of Dean, he did donate a book. I had bought a few books from him a few months ago, and he donated a book for to give away at King Con. So are
you giving away some stuff at King Con?
Yeah. So with the T-shirts, we're gonna do our best to hide probably somewhere behind like the logo, so you can't see through it. At random, I'm gonna have my wife just hide some those like orange raffle tickets.
Yeah.
And then whatever the corresponding number is on the ticket, I put up some mystery packs and a couple slabs. And so far we have 5 big prizes that will be included in random shirts.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And so now how many vendors are we going to possibly have there, Greg? Just wondering.
I know there's over 30, and I want to say there's 34 or 35 maybe, but yeah, it's massive.
That's a few vendors.
Yeah, Gary has 30 feet of worth of table, maybe even a little more, because we left some room. It is very spacious.
Yeah.
Then his friend Paulie, he got 5 tables. Absolute Comics and Statues has 5 tables. They're coming in fully loaded. Alex is going to be there because last time he was split between Big Apple. So
okay,
he went all in on this one too.
Well, now he can dedicate fully to this one.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm excited because he was also one of the first people I reached out to for the first show, because I've been buying books from Alex for as long as, he was the first person I bought a 181 from and stuff like that. So I get real
Wow. And for those of you that don't know, Greg is also on IG. That's probably the best way to reach you, if anything, right, Greg?
Yeah, MTG Comics, you can reach me, is probably the best. You can DM me at King Con Show, but I don't check that as often because I'm kind of busy on the other one a lot. But yeah, either one, I do check it at least once a day. But I'm the easiest to reach at MTG Comics.
All right. And for now, for the future, will there be a King Kong 3?
I hope, and I think there will be, because I start, I get stuff going through my head, and that's kind of I get the itch, and I'm like, all right, that's I need to scratch it, because I'm like, maybe finish strong, and it was just kind of a a fun thing to do for a little bit.
Because
we
had a community member come from Ohio, I believe it was last time.
Yeah,
Wonkers came all the because and that's crazy. That to me was like, wow. You know,
that was a crazy moment because Mike and I were sitting because we had set up the day before, and it was maybe like 8 or 9, and Gerard had just gotten there to set up, and I was like, Mike, I gotta eat something because I had like a splitting headache. I hadn't eaten much, and we went down to the lobby and we ordered a Holiday Inn bar menu food, and it tasted like heaven because I was starving, but I knew it wasn't good. But I was like, all right, whatever. And then I had seen earlier Randy, and I was like, oh, he's wearing a comic shirt. He's probably here for Big Apple. It's local. Right. I just wasn't thinking that anyone would be staying at the hotel for the show other than a vendor. And then he walked by, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I saw your shirt or whatever, but we have a comic show here tomorrow. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. That's what I'm here for. And we were like, oh, really? Where are you from? He's like, oh, where'd you come from? He was like, Ohio. And Mike and I just looked at each other, and I was just like, wow, I think I think this really reached out to, people. And thanks to you guys, like people like you and Jay and Gary and all that.
Because you're getting people like me that didn't do this before involved in this. And again, I had more fun.
You guys had a blast. You had that whole corner. It was awesome. I would have never guessed that was like your first time. You guys were all like in gear. Like you
know what was funny? I was nervous as shit going into it. The minute it got in, it felt like I had done a million of them. It just felt natural talking because it's talking comics, and we all talk comics.
Exactly. I bought a.
Oh yeah, you bought a Strange Tales from me.
Yes, I had been looking for that. So when I saw you put it up in a preview, I think with the 3-Men preview, or you did.
Yes.
I messaged you and I was like, bro, like I know I'm not trying to be cheat, but put that aside because I've been looking for that origin of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Strange Tales 115.
Okay, yeah, because it's a great cover, and that was from that big collection that we had bought.
Yeah,
you're talking about great covers. Check this out. So this is
nice.
Another giveaway.
Oh,
this is the Gunslinger Spawn. This is the GameStop exclusive, right? And Dean from Never Stop Collecting also donated these, and a very nice copy of Spawn #1. So this is going to be the second giveaway. We're going to do that right now. All right, and just let me add this to the stream here. Go here, make that bigger. We'll go here. And what I'm doing is I'm going through my videos and just randomly selecting videos. As I told everybody, just comment in the videos. And let's see who wins this one. Mike Stooks. All right. I know my man Mike. I met Mike at a con not long ago, bro. We had a great conversation. Just a super nice guy. And big X-Men guy. Big X-Men guy.
Congrats, Mike.
Appreciate that, Mike. Mike, hit me up. Because I know your address changed, and we'll talk on that book there. And then so like I know besides like some guys in the community, you got some bigger vendors there this time, guys that are kind of like established. I know you got Zap Comics coming there, right?
Yeah, Zap's there. We reached out to them the first time, and they were like on the fence, and they were setting up at New York Comic Con a few weeks later, and it was still COVID was still a little more prominent than it is now, but yeah, then that they jumped on, so we got them there.
You got Kyle's comics too, right?
Yeah, Kyle, Com, all those guys, and some SMCB is coming back, so he's fully loaded. Evan, if you remember, he was kind of set up near you. Then we got Johnny Mac Collectibles coming back, and he referred his friend Marvel Comaholic or Yellow Label Don. He's got like a lot of really good signature books. I don't know what he's bringing to sell of them, but if you look at his IG, he's got some crazy like Stan Sigs and stuff like that. What's his name? So Yellow Label Don or Marvel Comaholic. I don't want one of those is the tag on Instagram to at. I think it's at Marvel Comaholic. He's got a big following.
I gotta follow this guy because I might not have him. You're going to have Panther Comics there too, I believe, right?
Yes.
And Chris and those guys are great guys in the community. Just a big part of the local shows over here. I deal with those guys on a continuous basis. I buy from those guys constantly. They just bought a massive collection. You had to see the books that they had.
I think you were telling me about it.
Yeah. So Chris was gracious enough to donate 2 books for the giveaway. So he gave away this really nice copy, Detective Comics number 1000. This is the Jim Lee pencil variant.
Love it.
Sketch variant. It's gorgeous. This is a $90 book, and he also donated this copy of Moon Knight number 1. So, I mean, shout out to Panther Comics. And I tell everybody, I did a video. I went to his store and we shot some film there and I shopped around. It was a real comic shop. It wasn't one of these storefronts basically that sell everything on eBay and then have shit books inside there and just fill it. This guy had war books. It was something fun to go to.
Yeah.
So you can't beat that. When you go to a real shop, that's what
what I look for. I'm not the craziest. I don't, like hunter these days. I'm just so busy, but I get drawn to the wall, and I just like to see that in a shop personally. Like, it just shows me that you put some effort and pride into it, because that's what attracts people. Those crispy Mylars, the slabs. Even if you don't have slabs, just have a wall of keys.
Yep. So I had the art chemist was asking me if I'm looking for a big book at the show. I'm always looking for a big book at the show. How about you? You looking for anything this time?
I mean, I'm part of me. I'll probably wind up getting stuff, but I really want to save try as hard as I can to save for. I didn't get to go to New York Comic Con last year.
Okay.
And I might want to make a big purchase there,
Okay. Yeah, a real.
So
big
I don't want to So I don't. I'll definitely, if I see something and I want it, I'll see what I can do. But I'm really trying to
buckle down for that, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I wish it was opposite, or maybe if we have a show in the fall, maybe it would be that, I'd like to, buy from our vendors or something like that.
A show in the fall would be nice. In the fall would be real nice, man. That would be good.
Yeah. So that was maybe, but it's just, there's so many, I'd have to look at the calendar.
Yeah, you got to look at the calendar, because at that point you got New York and you've got Baltimore running around there and a couple of other ones that go out throughout there. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give away those books that Panther Comics gave to us. All right. Because I appreciate those guys a lot. And again, great guys that are going to be set up at this show too. Check out their booth and let's see what they give out there that they had there that day. But I know they're going to have fire. If you follow them on IG, he's constantly posting new books that he's going to have. All right. So this had 23 comments here. Let's go down. Let's start this one here. Brian G. Murray. Congratulations, Brian. You're the winner of the Detective 100, the sketch, and a copy of Moon Knight number 1. So hit me up on IG, Erod212, just like on my channel, and just let me know what you won, and then we'll do something with shipping and everything else. That way we can get it back to you guys, all right? But yeah, like I said, that lure of everybody just hanging out talking, best part about it, bro. Best part about it.
I
was walking away talking to you. I was talking to your dad.
Bro, you were so, every time I came back to your table to say what's up or see how everything was going, you had a bigger smile on your face. You're like, oh man, this show is, you're like,
yeah, I didn't expect it. It was a great, and I looked over and I went to Gary's booth to go say something to him. And there were literally 5 people deep to get into his boxes.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you couldn't get near it.
X had that setup in the center, that square, and it was a wall of fame. There was so many big books on that wall. It was like,
yeah. It was. I know Gary doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't like being considered like this, the celebrity that he is. But
he's a rock star.
Coming. Yeah,
he's a rock star. He's a comic book guru right now. It's amazing. I was hanging out with him in New York. People want to take selfies with him.
Well, that's what was happening.
People
it's just coming to the door and being like, "Where's Gary? Like, which room is Gary in?" Because we were like, "Oh, there's that room down there, and then there's this room here," and they were like, "Which one is Gary in?" And my brother doesn't really collect and he doesn't really follow this stuff, so he was just there to help. And he was like, "Who's Gary?" Everyone keeps asking about Gary, and I was like, "Oh man, like." and I explained to him all this stuff.
He is the guru. Everybody goes to him, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show 2 more books here. Let me just show these books here. And these were donated by a longtime follower. This guy follows us, follows the New York Warriors. He's a good member of the community, and that's my man Jay Salsa. Fortunately, he lives out in California, but I was talking to him today, and he's like, he would love to come up here and make a trip just to go to this show, because this is the kind of show. It's that community show,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else is doing something like this right now. I think you hit on something. You hit on gold, Greg. It's that first time.
It's good to, like Elite Comics, they do, which, I have a good relationship with Ali, I help them out and stuff like that. They have a really good, like, community with, like, the AtCon and their stuff online. So this almost feels kind of like, like the community in person. And, so, I mean, I just think, people getting together, having a good time, everyone who knows each other, it creates just a good, positive atmosphere. And, because some shows you go to and you just kind of, like, look around and you don't really know what's going on. You don't really recognize anyone. People are selling like knives and coasters, stuff like that.
What's funny? I have once I go to one of those shows, I'm like, ugh. I'm kind of done. I walk that floor real fast, and I'm out of there as quick as I possibly can get out of there, because I know that's not the show for me. Funny thing is, some of those shows, they're charging like $15 for those shows. Hey, Greg, what's the entrance fee at your show?
We were able to keep it at $5 for.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking at one of the shows, and I was like, man, it's a little more expensive, but we'll try to make it work, and we able to keep it at $5. But the early birds, between 9 and 10 is 15, but still, it's like you get the first crack at.
You know what? I do it every show I go to. If there's an early bird, I am first one in there because I want to get to those books.
Oh, I see you early. When we're both at Clifton.
I'm there as soon as Clifton opens up. I'm in Wayne. But even like if Collectors Fest is doing it early or something like that, I'll pay the extra $10 just to get to it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's give away these books, and that's that Absolute Carnage, that red cover. This book was super hard to find at one time. Went for a good price, and then very nice copy of Spider-Man 2099. My man Jay Salsa, again, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for that. Let's do this giveaway and get these to some fans over here. Let me just. Okay. Alex the Comic Quarter. Congratulations, Alex. I think everybody in this comic community knows Alex the Comic Quarter. Alex has been around for a long time, doing great stuff in the community, So big shout out to you. Alex hit me up, and I'll get these out to you. Hey, Greg, besides comics, is there going to be anything else at this show set up? Like, do you have anything special for the show? Are you doing anything with Whatnot?
Well, Ben from CBSI is going to be there, and he's doing a live Whatnot sale with so he's good. So if you follow Ben on Whatnot, which is like Mellow Fellow, I believe. Okay. I don't have that info, but he's going to be doing a live sale on Whatnot. We have the T-shirts. Other than that, some vendors will have toys and stuff like that, but there's nothing that's too crazy. We wanted to just like kind of get in the space and see, and then kind of hopefully we could stay here and feel like if there were, there's 900 parking spaces this time. So I know last time parking was a little bit of an issue at the other venue. We weren't expecting that. Yeah. But this hotel has 900 parking spaces. So I would hope that's enough.
Thank you to 3 Men in the Basement for that super chat. I appreciate that. Greg, you're going to be on with 3 Men in the Basement soon, or?
They're starting at 8. I'm going to hop on with them at some point.
All right. So I mean, we'll probably be wrapped up by then. So after this, guys, jump on there. Hear what the 3 Men guys have to ask Greg about. They're going to be going live at your show too, right? They're going to be doing their usual thing there with talking to people and everything else, right?
They got a table. They got giveaways planned and stuff like that. So yeah, every table's kind of doing their thing. And the pressable defects are there.
All 3 of them. All 3
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hydra
all
is there. The
three.
three-headed monster is going to be there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
only had Jay so far. Wait till you see this act.
So yeah, I'm excited. They're going to be in full defect, and
You know they
yeah,
complement each
I'm
other,
pumped.
right? So when they start going, what you see on videos is the way they are in person, man. It's a nonstop machine. And
Yeah,
it just keeps snowballing. It's some of the most fun I've ever had is hanging out with those guys, man. You just laugh all day long. It's just good
yeah.
stuff.
I'm really looking forward to it, and plus with everyone else there, like you guys and everyone, it's such good
Yeah.
chemistry. So
Yeah.
it'll just be a blast.
You know, my boys from the New York Warriors are going to be hanging out with me at my table there. So Biggies and Manny and Joker are going to be out there. On top of all the other, I know Streetside Anthony's setting up over there. He'll have his setup over there. He's become basically a staple in this community with us. You know, just
Yeah,
another awesomely good dude who just loves interacting with people and doing comics.
he. A funny story at the first King Con, I was looking. He had a Raphael one that he had just picked up in a collection. And I was like, oh, like I love that book. So I was like, what are you selling it for? And he had it for 400. And I was like, all right, I have one. So I have one graded. So I was like, and he was like, before I could even like respond, he was like 300, 200. You know what? 100. And I was like, dude, I don't need like I like I'm just this and that. We had a laugh about it, and he was like, no, you know what? Thank you for coming to the show and this. And I wasn't looking for any big discount like that. $100. I held on to it for a while. I did Elite Comics. They asked me to do a jump in there like Christmas charity giveaway. And I chose like St. Jude, and they were like, can you donate some have someone to donate? So I was like, that's a perfect option. That's a good key.
Great book.
First appearance of Casey Jones, Raphael one. And I had a second print copy like from my personal collection, and it wound up raising almost $600 for so it was like a full circle. Like exactly, it was like good karma. He gave it a good at a good price.
What do we call that? We call it comic karma, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like. So $600, $100 turn whatever he got it for. I got it for 100 and turned into 600 for the hospital. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's awesome. So Joker from East Meets West, thank you for the $5 super chat. And he said, shout out to me. I'll be making an appearance tonight on the New York Warriors channel tonight. And that's right, folks. New York Warriors will be holding an auction tonight. I believe it's about 9:30. And I got to tell you, there's been some big deals there. Some really good books. I know they've had like Chad RCG on top of the regular guys selling there. And Josh Gravwell has just an amazing collection. He's always wheeling and dealing. He's been selling some books there. So you've been getting some really nice books that have been out there. You know what?
He was at the last
so
he came down.
His story is pretty funny.
Was it you that I know someone texted him being like,
me and Joker were together, and somebody came and they had a book that he would be interested in because he collects ASM up to 100, 8.0 or better. This was a white pages. This book fit his description. He drove all the way from Connecticut to come to that show to pick up the book.
Yeah.
But then he didn't go home. He stayed the whole show because he had a blast. And then the next day he got stuck in traffic going home. Came back the next day for a Giant game. He got stuck in traffic again, and the Giants lost.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? These are from me. These go back to the community there. But Silk #1, Scotty Young, and Mark Brooks, Spider-Gwen. Both really nice books, and we're going to do another giveaway here. We'll give something back to the community because we appreciate them. Let me just pull something up here real quick. Let me get a video. Technical difficulties. Give me a second there. So, Greg, is it nail biting time? Like, I mean, how does this how rough is it setting up and getting ready and doing all of this stuff? Did it get easier from the first time?
It's a little similar because it's a new space. So
okay,
I have a little that anxiety of like, but the space is bigger. And the hotel is a lot more organized than the last one. Like me and my father-in-law set up basically like the first big, the main room, and
the
like
hotel didn't have tables set up for you guys or anything. You guys had to do it all yourselves.
No, we actually had to break down the first thing that was in there, which was like some meeting. So we actually wound up getting a little bit of a discount because we cleaned up the prior event and then set up our own event. Me and my father-in-law and Mike helped out too when he was able to get there.
Wow.
But yeah, it was we got a little discount, but yeah, this time they're like, what's your floor plan? We're gonna have it, set up. So we're gonna be there Friday. Yeah, so it's a little.
That makes life a little easier, You know
Yeah.
what? Another super chat, and I want to thank MTG Comics, man. Another great guy from the community, does some amazing raffles, mystery boxes on IG. I bought and hit a couple of his grand prizes. This guy puts out great mystery boxes, and they vary. He goes from the affordable one to those big boy boxes.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a big boy box sometimes, So thank you, Choo. I appreciate that. And BLC is just hanging out there in the chat. Let me just get these guys out of there. Let's do another giveaway, all right? So we're going to give away those 2 books I just showed. And Felix Maldonado. Congratulations, Felix. Hit me up on IG. These books are yours, my brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's Felix.
Thank you very much, Felix. Appreciate that. So, almost done with the giveaways. Anything else you want to, any little tidbits you want to share with us, Greg? Anything else that you want to promote, tell us about?
I mean, just definitely just if you're like on the fence, just come by. Just like, check it out if it's your first show or not, or it's only $5 and you're getting like, I mean, I feel like Terrificon level like books. We don't have the artists, we don't have the writers, we don't have a casino.
All of the books.
Yeah. So, and it's just like all comics. You're gonna find I just don't know what's not gonna be there. Maybe I don't know if anyone's selling an AF-15 or anything like that, but X might have one. But
I don't have an AF-15, but I'm telling you right now that I'm gonna be bringing in some modern keys, graded, ungraded.
Yeah.
Some bronze, some silver, all banger books on top of affordable books for everybody else to have. But you hit on something there that I wanted to mention. $5, dude. I spend $5 on a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, I know.
Spend the $5 and come hang out with the community and just chill. You don't have to buy a book. Just come out and hang out and say hello.
Yeah, I'll be the first one you see at the door. I'm super easy going.
Stop by Gary's booth, get Gary's autograph. So just go hang out with Gary.
Get the defects. I might bring the defects, their Vampirella book, and have them sign it and take a picture with them.
You know what? There's quite a few people in the community looking to do that.
Yeah,
they're rock stars now.
Yeah, no. So the mystery packs that I put together for the shirts, each one has a defect book in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't want to give away too much of what's in there. I showed Jay and Matt.
You know what? Keep it a hidden secret so everybody's surprised. Yeah. I think
I showed. There's a picture on the King Khan show of some of the stuff. So like there is, if you buy a shirt, you do have a chance of winning the Avengers Annual 10 First Rogue in a 9/4 white pages. So I mean that's like a $400 book, and you buy a T-shirt. You know what I mean? You could win that. So I don't know if it's still, when I got it, it was around 400. I don't know if I think that book has some upside because we haven't really seen a Rogue in the MCU yet. But but yeah, I mean, just come by, check it out. Like I said, or you just said $5. There's a Starbucks in the lobby, so you're probably more expensive buying a coffee down there than you are getting into the show.
There's a Starbucks in the lobby too. That's even better. So now we could be there buying comics and be caffeinated.
There's also a lounge. So I think that opens at 4. There's a bar and lounge. So I think
that's the after show spot.
I think for at least a little bit. I don't know what everyone else has planned for the rest of the night, but
you're gonna be shot by the end of the night. And now the show. You do a early bird at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna. The vendors get there around 7, so I'll be there probably around like 6:45. You were there before me last time. I remember.
Yeah,
I saw
got there
you
7 o'clock early because I wanted to set up early.
I think you were there before 7.
This is a good thing for me. It's like a half-hour commute if tops.
Yeah, it's easy because that's another thing I like to look for is like something convenient because I don't want to make, like people, I want it to be easy. Hop on the Parkway. It's like 45 seconds off the Parkway and then you go home, when you're done. And you're not driving through side roads or looking through,
Yeah, exactly. See, Amazing
yeah.
Murph, there's a bar. Now you got to come down, Murph. Now you got no excuse. Take that 4-hour drive and come. You'll drive further than that for a tequila or
yeah,
bourbon.
it's called the Bogart Lounge. So, yeah.
Hey, you know who UniX is? Universe X.
I've heard of him, but
he's probably one of the better spec guys.
Yeah, I've heard
this
Jay
guy
talk about him a lot.
reads so in depth. It's unbelievable. Another great guy in the community, and he donated this amazing Dark Metal, Batman Dark Metal series. And this is the variant edition by Francisco Bettina. It's the B cover, 9.8. This is going to be the next giveaway right now. All right. So somebody's going to win a 9.8 slab. You can't beat that. That is just awesome. And again, UniX, if you're watching this on a rewind or whatever, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. And let's do the next guys here. Let's give away the next book here. Squared Circle Comics. Oh,
there we go.
Man, BX Boxer. Yeah, those guys that don't know BX Boxer from the community, just a great guy. That's the king of chess slabs, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big dude. You're a big guy. This guy's a
he's gonna be at the show.
He's coming to hang out for sure at the show. He already told us he's looking forward to it.
He's a big guy, like tall.
He's well, I'm short as shit, so everybody's told to me he's an average height 6 foot guy, but he's a big burly boy. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch him on his videos? He does the shout outs.
Of course. Yeah.
He's gonna break his hand, bro.
Yeah. No, I know. He's got some good mic skills.
Yeah. You know what? He flows well. And it's 7:41. I appreciate everybody being out here. Greg, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna do one more giveaway. There's a book I want to give away back to the community. This book has got hot, bro. I don't know why, but it's that classic Wolverine with Joe Fixit. And I was looking up prices on this now. This is almost $150 book now. But
that's a 9.2. Wow.
Yeah, it's a 9.2. It's a last one in March, sold for $140 plus shipping and everything is $150.
Nice.
So you know what? We're gonna give this back to the community. You know, I appreciate everybody out there and everything that they do. So let me just make sure. I have this set up. It's here. Paste. All right. This is for the final giveaway. And here we go. Deep Dive Comics. Congratulations, Deep Dive. Hit me up and send me your information, and that book will be going out to you. So, yeah, I mean,
I feel a little bad. I'm just sitting here. Can I donate something to give away?
Are you sure? You don't have to.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I want to. You got 4K. Like I'm just sitting here. I feel like why not? I have a book sitting next to me, and I'm like, all right, if that's cool with you. Can you run the randomizer though?
I'm gonna run the randomizer right now. I'm gonna pick a video right now, and we'll run a randomizer.
It's a cool book, I think. It's a raw book. It's like a 3.5, but I'm taking the price sticker off. I'm sorry. So I'll take it out of this little thing here. All right, how about this one? So someone could take this one down.
First. Oh my God, who doesn't want that book? That's that iconic Steranko cover there.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm just feeling weird just sitting here while you're giving stuff away.
Man.
So
you know what?
The community has given so much to me.
To have you on here, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so this is
I think the community has grown to appreciate you and everything you're doing with this, because it's just been nothing but fun. And you know what? I don't want to leave out my man Comics, because Mike is, hardest working guy behind the scenes.
He is. He works super hard.
He's just a solid guy. I got to know him as I started progressing with the cons. Now we see each other everywhere. Mike's a great guy.
Mike helps a lot behind the scenes, and he's just a little more like he's just I'm just more like a little. He's a little more shyer. He's a little more shy.
You're the face. That's all it is.
But Mike, he works. He's also got Comics. He's got that business. He's got his families. And it's just how it is.
Yep.
But yeah, so let's do that. This is a complete copy. Obviously, it's fully attached. It's a sharp copy. Colors are nice. I have it at around a 3.5 conservatively, so VG minus. So let's do it, and then just tell me the address and I'll ship it.
You going to Clifton this week?
Am I going? Yeah.
Just bring it to Clifton. I got the shipping. All right, I'll take care of it.
You don't. All right, it's up to you. But I have no problem shipping it.
I appreciate you donating that book. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. I got Geminis I got to get rid of. All right.
You can never have too many Geminis, bro. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. There we go. And the winner is Mark MMM. Congratulations, Mark. You just won a really, really nice book right there, man.
Congrats, Mark.
That's a great book. So, any parting words, Greg?
No. Other than I just hope I see, people come out and, just, don't be shy and just, I know how it is. It's like, could be a little overwhelming. We're not going to throw too much stuff in your face if you don't want to. If you just want to kind of, when I go to like New York Comic Con and stuff, sometimes I'm just laser focused. I want to just like look for what I'm looking for, and once I get it, then I'm open to chatting and stuff. But I get super like, all right, I'm here to like wheel and deal right now. You know what I mean?
You're like me. Actually, like my friends the New York Warriors, they make fun of me. We go to a con, and like I go to New York. I buy the 4-day pass, right? I used to buy a 4-day pass. I buy for all 4 days. Thursday, don't talk to me. I'm not talking to you. I'm focused like you. I got a mission. I'm going to get my variants. I'm going to go get whatever I need to get signed and everything else. After that, it's all good. We can all chill, hang out. And it's just about enjoying the con.
Yeah.
But the thing that's funny is and I've been collecting for a long time, and we all talk about this, but the camaraderie that's developed out of this stuff now, it's awesome. It is. Yeah. It is awesome. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have never met you in my life, and now I see you all the time, and we always just sit down, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Stuff like
that.
And
I'm looking forward to that. I've never been to the 3-Men show in May. Because I won't be like running, anything, so I could just sit back and just.
And that's another thing. I don't know the exact date, but 3-Men is doing their comic swap.
I think it's May 14th or May 15th. I took off work for it.
So I've never been able to make it. I took off work too.
All right, cool. Retired. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's so nice.
So I'm going to be able to make the 3-Men swap. I'm actually going to take an 8-foot table there this time, and just
nice. I think
hang
Mike
out
is
with the
setting
community and support it. They had a DJ day last time.
Nice.
Their setup was
they do
fantastic.
The food and all that.
Tables.
Yeah, that's cool.
They do a really good job with that. I told Otto, they're just good. May 14th, guys, for anybody who's interested.
I think May 14th.
They just put it in the chat. So the 3-Men swap is May 14th. If you get the opportunity, another great time to hang out. People from the community just hanging out, having a good time. And on that note, I want to thank everybody who showed up here. Congratulations to the prize winners. Thank you, everybody, for the support. 5,000K. We're on our way. We're almost at 4,200 right now. So let's go. And
all right.
King Con, the 19th, 9 o'clock
next
for
week.
early bird.
Just come.
If not,
if you can make it, just do it.
I'm telling you now, the show to be at. If I go to a million shows, that's the show I would want to go to. And not because I'm setting up there. You don't have to buy a thing from me, but just come down and hang out and say hello. You know? That kind of a show. All right, guys, appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace. Oh, well, hold on. Matt Ryan just gave a donation. I can't just go off on that. Matt, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. Another great part of this community. Again, now, until the next video, peace.
Mm-hmm.